Hello and welcome back to our Wanua campaign. We're going to start with something that was inspired by the comments. In that, a comment asked if we could do it and I went and had a look and we can. So, the comment was, can you automate bartering? And the answer, very surprisingly, is yes. Yes, you can. I didn't even consider it as a possibility. Now, automation is something that I've tried out with our armies before, and I did it off camera. And the problem is that basically the AI is really, really bad at war, right? So although you can do it, you kind of always feel like you want to just put your hand on the army and just move it where you want to move it, right? The AI will just kind of sit there not really doing what you want them to do. So it was something I decided to ditch. However, bartering is a fantastic use of like an automated army. We just raise an army for bartering, send them off, and they'll come back with money eventually. We don't need to pay attention, we don't need to micromanage, we can ignore it entirely. It's an interesting idea anyway. So let's go automated bartering. Now, the question is, are they just going to barter in the nearest province? That is also entirely possible, but let's see. So let's just raise them in our capital here. I need to turn on automation though. Have we got automation off for everything? So manual... Manual. That's all fine, right? Except for that, there's going to be automated. Right. We turn on automated armies. Wait, does it not? Wait a second. You can't raise your... Wait. Oh, I see. They would be automated for the whole time. But wait, can we not even raise our armies? Wait, it's not there. Yeah, so how does it automate bartering? Now I'm just curious. Is it going to raise an army somewhere? Yeah, how's it going to do that? Saucy readings. Lately I can't help but notice a gaggle of giggling maidens and usually austere warriors gathering in dark alcoves to listen enraptured to a book. Today I've finally cornered Kamuning Gading, with the book in his hands, is clearly a licentious text filled to the brim with sensuous temptations, earthly seductions, and supple bosoms. I am silent while I ponder the probable reaction of High Shaman Seiyang, and Kamuning Gading stares at me in apprehension. Okay. So we could just get learning lifestyle experience. That'd be fine, yeah. Children educated at your course, in your court will be more likely to get curious, lustful, or cynical. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. We'll do it. Oh yeah, also, what's our expected court grandeur is 4? Oh, I need to invest a little bit. Oh, I can't invest because my government is tribal. So the most I can do is like this, and I can't afford this. Yeah, okay. Well, that's going to be a problem as well. We're going to take negatives for being under it at some point. Anyway, for now we're not taking any positives or negatives, so that's okay. We can hold court. I just want to see what's up with this army. Is this army ever going to raise? Like, because we no longer have the ability to raise armies, right? Because yeah, so I can't raise my army. So how is it going to automate bartering if you can't raise your army? Let's just go a month forward. Yeah, I think this is silly. So I think what I need to do is I need to do this. So I need to unautomate, raise barterers, then wait for them to be raised, then automate. So now they're on automatic. And it disbanded them. Okay, well that is some fantastic bartering there. Yeah. What are we doing here? So bartering set to automated. We'll go. Your barter armies will raise and go on barter missions on their own. No, they will not. Also, what's funny is you can have raiding manual, but bartering be automated. But the thing is, if you turn on this, you can't raise your armies, right? Like, can you even raise them in here? No. Like, you can usually raise them in there, right? Because it's taking away your option to raise armies entirely. Wait, no, how do you do this? I always forget how you do it from... There's a way of doing it on the holding itself, isn't there? Ah, I've forgotten. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, no, I'm thinking of raise local army here, which is not actually the same thing. Okay. But yeah, you can have raiding be manual, but bartering be automated. But the problem is, these effects have no effect while automated armies is disabled. So I guess that just means you won't raid. Yeah. Yeah, you just won't raid, I guess, is what's going to happen there. Also, this is barterer when it should say raiding. Yeah, these should say raid. They should say raiding, not bartering. So the tooltip's wrong on that one because it says manual bartering. Maybe I need to have raiding. No, I don't want to have raiding automated. Okay. Let's try this again. We'll go a year. Let's see if they raise troops in a year. While we're doing that, let's hold a coronation. I'm a little confused about what's happening here, if that's not obvious. Coronation. So that'd be in here. How much do I need for it? It says 12 gold. I probably need more, but let's have a look. Obviously, we'll do it in our capital. So I can't go for these because I don't have crown or regalia. And I can't go for these because I don't have crown or regalia. Oh, okay. So yes, it will actually cost 12 gold. What's my goal? Probably raise legitimacy and cultural acceptance. That seems fair. Sure, we'll invite our head of faith as well. That all seems fine. Yeah. Okay. Well, if it's only going to cost 12, I might as well just do it, right? Coronation. Right. How long till it starts? 6 months. Okay. Well. I'll wait. I'm not going to do any... Oh, actually everyone arrived. Okay. That's fine. I'm still waiting to see an army raise, by the way. So far, no bartering armies have raised whatsoever. I think I get the suspicion it doesn't work. I was ready to give Paradox credit for not abandoning a feature, but apparently it just doesn't work, so... There you go. Good king, you know that I cherish you, and it would bring me great joy to help you. Here, I offer you the first and best of my men. Indra Jaya Singha, my well-accomplished marshal. May to serve as a sign of friendship in our house. Alright, cool. Yeah, you can join my court. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Welcome. I'm going to close and reopen it so it doesn't keep closing and reopening. Excuse my boldness. I stand here to support you, my esteemed king. Allow me to be by your side no matter what. Okay. So, my brother can be my friend, or I will not listen to sycophants. Yeah, my brother can be my friend. That's fine. Finally, I find a moment to be alone with you, King Wawa. Dharmawati greets me with a well-rehearsed bow. It's not every day that you see a dear friend get crowned. Please allow us to pray for Dawata Saway to bless your reign and make it long and prosperous. Okay. That seems fine. Let's carry on. Spouses helping our children. Encouraging words. The flames on the fireplace dance in what looks like a round dance. The doors to my chambers open abruptly, and I hear a familiar voice calling my name. King Wawa, my brother and friend, Dui, starts. I know that the day is near when you will look at your reflection on the cold metal and wonder if you're doing the right thing. Let it be known, let it be screamed from every corner of this keep. I will stand by your side. I've commissioned this for you. So, his brooch. Okay, increases vassal limit by 12, although it doesn't. But, you know, it's nice, because it will be capped by the maximum. So, I can become the owner of the brooch. What I find really funny about this event, this is one of the other odd events in the game. There are many odd events in the game, but you can say thank you, you don't get the brooch. Which is crazy. Like, he's like, I made this brooch for you, and you can be like, thank you. You keep the brooch, but thank you. Or you can just be like, I feel calm. And again, you don't keep the brooch. So if you want the brooch, you have to say, yep, thank you. Or, sorry, you have to not say thank you. You have to say it's more than I could have hoped for. It's very weird. Anyway. Carrying on. Unheard. Dearest King, we Boogies wish to support you now and in the days to come. The crown will soon rest on your head, but Will our customs rest in your hearts? My brother a different culture? He is. Oh. Okay. Where's this culture from? Oh, over here. Ah, makes sense, because it's from that island. I see. Or, yeah, it's from the one where Bhutan is. Yeah, we can increase cultural acceptance. That's fine. It's absolutely acceptable. What a dedicated audience. If you permit me, I shall ask one of my scribes to record the reaction of your guests, the cheers, the gasps, even the tears. Let none forget how your coronation moved us all. Okay. That seems fine. Questions of right and right. While preparing for the coronation, a worried-looking servant announces that High Chieftain Dui and Sayang a moment before they barge into the room. Through some error, both have been promised the vaunted role of holding the coronation spoon during the ceremony. The two have long been known for their feuding, and for one to cede the role to the other would be a mark of humiliation for their house, no matter how trivial the role may seem. So I'm going to go with my brother here. Yeah, my brother shall have the honor. I think that makes sense. A bold gesture. Rulers are not made great by words, but by deeds. Deeds that will shape the kingdom to its foundations. Okay. Then say, let the skies themselves join the celebration. I don't have the money for that. Damawati, let us declare our eternal fidelity. Or, I look forward to this being over. This is my aunt and friend. Alright, we can be friends. Wait, she's already my friend? Yeah, sure, let's be friends, I say to my friend. We have the ceremony. Okay, I'm the very image of a great king, because I am ambitious, we get this. So we're honoured by coronation for 10 years, here, which is garrison size, development decline is decreased, which is very interesting actually. You don't often see that, and then popularity increased. So I can show you what development decline means on this one. So if you look at development here, monthly change is split into growth and decline. So it means if we had anything that would cause development to decline, it would be being countered. Something that would cause it would be something like increased development in county can then have a existing development penalty. So it would decrease that existing development penalty. So anyway, that's fine. Right. Past the hall gates, my royal procession wends its way to a holy altar and, waiting officiants, the nobility part for the coming forth of the priests, their voices raised as one in sacred prayer. Now the rites of the shaman's petition. I'm an uncertain figure to these clerics, and they deliver their customary request with true interest. Will you safeguard the faithful as their king? Will you preserve the rights and privileges of the Wata Sue's priests? I can twist the customary answer in my favor and exploit them. Okay. Or I will say the words as I must. I'm going to twist it. Okay. Supplication of the nobles. The vassals of Maluku come forth to give their allegiance, one after another, raising open-palmed hands, one after another bending to give kisses of fealty. I'm yet to have even properly become king, but there is devotion in these supplicants to move any heart. The great voices of the realm quaver with feeling, and their faces grow with hope. These are my vassals, the bulwarks of my rule. Cool. Okay. The senior figures among Kaimana's tribespeople are the next to shuffle forward, givers of the commons assent. Of my great power and authority, the shaman wardens these stooped elders and asks if they will accept me as rightful king. As they voice the words, another sound meets my ears. Beyond the temple, the waiting crowds cry out in joyful anticipation. Hundreds of people call my name again and again. Wawa, Wawa, Wawa of Maluku. Okay, how they plead for my rule. We get some legitimacy. Nice. And the enthroning of Wawa. At last I approach the sovereign throne as the king I was always meant to be. I step forth alone for this supreme rite, bedecked in my inaugural regalia. The prayers of my lips mingle with the swelling chants. Together my subjects and I pray. Sangyang Seri, preserve this kingdom under the underworld always, now and forever, unto the ages of ages. Bless O Thawata Matanru Kati, the strength of the king. Tribal elders, champions, tribespeople, bow low. I take my sacred seat, the place of my power. Hail Wawa, all cry out, by the will of Thawata Suway, our king. May I sit here for many years to come. So we get the crowned sovereign law, which is just a nice little bonus, but the main benefit is that you're not on the uncrowned sovereign law. With the rights of the king's enthroning complete, the most senior of royal consorts is now to be properly instated as queen. My wife conducts the rituals with her characteristic attentiveness. Her Visayan upbringing did little to prepare her for the Papuan rites amongst Tolotang prayers. She recites Papuan oaths from memory of their sounds alone. Before long, and with great ceremony, Adhika's crown is laid on her head for the first time. Kingdom of Maluku acclaims their queen. So I'd say I must get rid of this woman, or my wife, my queen, Adhika. We'll do that one. That seems better. The assembly watch me, some with hope, some with doubt, all waiting for me to speak of my reign and swear to the future. I can hear the questions they do not speak. Will I be just? Will I be fair? How will I govern as the first king of these lands? I do not stand here as king to echo their expectations. I've come to choose my own path and a way forward for the kingdom. Whatever Maluku becomes, whatever I become, begins with this moment. So we'd say consolidate the kingdom. So in the next 20 years, I can say that I'm going to completely control its de jure borders. That's a little bit difficult. Expand the realm. A size of 15 and it's currently 10. Now that's a lot more possible. This is significantly easier than the other one. What do you get for expanded? Okay, you get some small bonuses. Get some small bonuses here. Greatest hunters do a bunch of hunts. We're not going to do that. Or install claimants. Don't care about that. So it's between no oath and expand the realm, I think, for us. Let's go for expand the realm. The feast. Let these tables be filled, let cups be raised, let this hall remember joy as well as duty. At long last, some food. I've exposed some a secret. Ah, okay. A loud crash resounds through the hall as one of the doors to the servants' quarters breaks. In barely clove tumble, my cousin, Janawati, and my uncle-in-law, Ka Uning Gading, spill out on the floor in front of everyone. Say, no one deserves that type of shame. Okay. Also, just to check something, no army's been raised. Yeah, okay, cool. My benign brother, such times we have shared, such memories, as always, it's a joyful day when I'm blessed with your company. Ah yes, nearby tree enthusiastically interjects. People tell the tale of your past when High Chieftain Dway was granted the High Chieftain of Timor by King Wawa. Yes, this happened mere days ago. I'll say a wonderful day indeed. Okay. Conversation partner. And that was how we salvaged that mess. Are you sure I'm not boring you, my king? We'll say no, go on. So we'll get diplomacy and learning for that, for 10 years. Legitimate stupors. Wawa, you think a new crown makes you so mighty? Then by Dawata's away drink, prove yourself a worthy king. Many expectant eyes slide back to me, eagerly awaiting my answer. And say Sayang has met her match? If I could slip something into her cup, or I think not. We'll say Sayang has met her match. And I have defeated her and not become a drunkard. The feast draws on, every slam of drums then shivers down my spine, and the thought of more Arak distilled palm spirit almost makes me retch. No doubt the chieftains will see it as a poor omen if I were to grow sick, now of all times. As if on cue, my wife, Queen Adhika, saunters up with a plate of food and a cup of something wretched, and say, I must hold strong, help me, I must leave and rest. Let's say we'll hold strong. I became ill. Oh no. We met our friend here. That's fine. Do no more than is necessary to treat me. Okay, oh, let's just see here. Someone bartered with me. Okay. The king's intent. I'm a proper king now. My coronation proved worthy of my rank. A fine spectacle for the guests, many of whom still linger in hopes of a few final words. From the beginning till the end, I spared no effort to impress all my attendees, friend and foe alike. But my fair-handed presence, my utter focus on the success of this great gathering, what was it all for? I can say... Also, are we at decent magnificence? It doesn't actually say. I assume we are. Yeah, I don't know. Because it says because of your decent magnificence, but I assume this is decent then? Anyway. Been trying to increase cultural acceptance with my guests. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. Let's do it. Then my reign begins. So, let me just see what bonuses we're getting here. So we should get 10 and 10 vassal opinion gain instead of 5. I just want to check that we're getting that. Yeah, we're getting 5. Okay, so that at least seems to be fixed. This one had the same problem that all of these ones had at one point, where it gave you the bonus of the next one, even though you were only on this one. So it seems to be giving us the correct bonuses now, which is cool. Anyway. We'll finish our coronation. There we go. We are now crowned. I was going to say coronated, but I think although technically correct, most people would say crowned. Anyway. That's fine. Let's see what else we can do here. Create an accolade? How much does it cost us? It's going to cost us 150 prestige. We should definitely create an accolade. Now, I do like to, and I've been doing this for a while, and I think it adds a little bit to the game. I do like to try and tie an accolade to like a court position, just because I like them being connected. It means that you tend to have a natural progression for your court positions as well. It just adds a little bit of flavor. So, can I make you my acclaimed knight? Probably not, because you've only got 11 prowess. But let's just see. So who are you? You're my uncle. No, I cannot. Okay. That's fine. There's just no position that's eligible for him. You can't be either. Okay, we could create a new position. Or as in we could put somebody in a new position and then give them the acclaimed knight. What do we need? We probably don't need a bodyguard. Personal champion probably don't need. Master of the horse is kind of nice for travel speed, I guess, but apart from that, it's probably unnecessary. Same master of the hunt. Seneschal? Seneschal's kind of nice for control. It's only in realm capital. It does give you legitimacy as well. And it makes the other positions better. So maybe go for a seneschal. Although that'd be my daughter here. What does it cost? Almost nothing. I might put in a seneschal anyway. Let's do that, and then you can improve the other court positions. Right. Now back to this. Probably don't, I don't have a guru anyway. I was going to say probably don't need one. Don't have one. Personal champion? Maybe. Maybe I do go bodyguard or executioner maybe. I can make Kemas my executioner. Yeah, and he's almost certainly eligible for something. Does executioner help us at all though? Not really. Bodyguard probably helps. Yeah, maybe we'll just go bodyguard. To my cousin and champion. He's almost certainly eligible for something. Let's put my cousin in here and then make him... there we go. So, you're going to be in here. You're going to be my bodyguard. Is there anything that sounds good for a bodyguard? Oh, these are the only two that you have? Oh, alright, well. Question is, do we want stalwart or valiant? I think stalwart fits well for a bodyguard. Yeah. Travel safety? Yeah, kind of makes sense. The Silver Sentinel. And that's fine for now. Yeah. I don't really have another... Oh my god, the game crashed again. Okay, so we're still in the coronation, apparently. I'm going to set my person up here because we already know what we wanted. That's fine. We'll go in here. We'll set him up as our bodyguard. That's all absolutely fine. Right. Next, do this. Speed 5. Let's go. Right, I became ill. That's okay. My reign will be benevolent, doing no more than is necessary. Legitimate supporters. Let's say she's met her match. Okay. We'll get closer to being friends. Go for the trust of other cultures. Let's go. Okay. We're just gonna chill for a second here. Till we reach July, we chill. Okay, we reached July. That's fine. Yes, our wife fell pregnant, and we have no armies raised. Okay, I think it's pretty conclusive. This doesn't work. Yeah, this doesn't work. Now, I'm going to test this as well. Let's just see. I'm going to go another 6 months. I'm willing to waste another 6 months. Our child was not to be. Okay, see, it raised raiders. It didn't raid barterers in that whole time. You want an alliance with me? My daughter. Yeah, sure, daughter. We can have an alliance. That's fine. Okay. That's acceptable. Okay. Right. What are these? Rites of passage. Let's hold one of these for my daughter. What are you doing? You're doing martial? Scarification is martial then. Let's do it. Okay. That's fine. We can hold court, potentially. I might wait till the start of the year so we don't do all of that and then have the game crash on us. There we go. I'm no longer ill. Wonderful. Perfect timing. Oh, right. These raiders are still automated, huh? Can I just disband them? Probably not, right? Yeah, we'll bring them back home and then disband them. That is... Wait, is that not our land? That is our land, yeah. Wait, no it isn't. Oh well, it still takes 0 time for them to return home from there, so that's fine. Right. That's okay. Let's have a look at this culture. So, people were suggesting I maybe don't want to merge with the culture. Oh, I can't form a hybrid culture because it's the same heritage. Oh. Alright then. What I was going to say is I could always form a hybrid culture and then form another hybrid culture later with another one, but actually it doesn't matter. They're the same heritage, so therefore we can't hybridize anyway. Okay. In which case, let's have a look at vassalization. So you're just probably going to say no. You're minus 11 due to your opinion of me. If you liked me... Well, let's say you got to 0. That's plus 11. That means you'd be minus 28. It's possible that if he liked us at 100, he would say yes. It's possible. We should maybe try and sway him. I think swaying him is fine. Is there anyone else who's in our de jure kingdom? So this is all yours, I think. Yeah. How about you? Minus 10. Okay, minus 10 is definitely like a... I might just say yes situation. I need to have 25 gold to send him a gift, but he might just say yes afterwards. Okay. There's a definite chance that he does. Okay. Let's maybe hold court next, and then we'll see what we do after that. Dust to dust. Oh, I'm sorry, King. My vigilance run was hit by blight this year. We lost not only our crop, but our seed too. We have nothing. We shall starve without your help. I don't have any money. Let's say... Yeah. Let's say this. Your service will repay your debt. That seems fine. I regret to inform you the religious situation in my land is out of control. I've tried to make my subjects see the light of our true faith, but too many of them persist in their wrong beliefs. I'm going to say peaceful coexistence is the best solution here. Oh wait, this chieftain will be granted, currently held by my brother, to somebody of a different faith. No. This sounds like your problem, not mine. Looking for work. Okay. This person has come to us. I'm an experienced fighter, having served local lords and garrisons of Barret Daya, my homeland. Well, I don't really want to hire you for anything. I don't really want to pay you money. I would hire you for free, but no. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Right. Well, I guess we better go make some money. So we'll go and do some bartering instead. Yeah. Right. Wonder why the game keeps crashing so much. I still have that in my head. I'm like, why does the game keep crashing? I don't know what's different about it, because we're just running like literally vanilla CK3. I'm partially wondering, I made a change before the series that makes the game load quicker. The change being to stop the antivirus doing real-time scanning of the CK3 saves and like exe folders, and it does make the game load quicker, but I'm wondering whether it makes the game run quick enough that it's causing it to crash. But I don't know. It shouldn't be doing anything in theory. Also, my brother just died, so we now have a new person in charge of Timor. But yeah, in theory that shouldn't do anything to the game's stability. Like, stopping something interacting with the game does not seem like the kind of thing that's going to cause problems, but yeah. Anyway. The only thing I can think of is that the game... do we have a raider anymore? We don't. We don't have anyone anymore. I guess we could lead, but let's just go for my marshal. But yeah. There is a thing where if the game runs too quickly, it crashes. So I am wondering whether it's something similar to that, but... yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Because even when we're running in speed 4, it occasionally crashes. And some of the crashes have happened while it was paused. Which doesn't seem like the speed of the game should really affect anything there. I don't know. Sometimes games just... like, sometimes saves just break in CK3. That's the other thing. Sometimes they just break. So it could be that nothing's changed and they just break. My son is a thrifty clerk. Okay, not great. But he's a trusting, greedy, ambitious thrifty clerk. Not the end of the world. Let's find him someone to marry. Let's do the marriage filter thing that I have. Let's see here. We'll go and have a look at inheritable traits. These are the two that fit my criteria. Could go for this robust person or this quick person. Are you heir to anything? No. Are you heir to anything? No. Okay. I guess I'm going to go for robust because it's the level 2 version of a trait. It's going to be a while before they marry, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. Right. Let's head in here. Do that. Do this. And then sometimes I was just thinking the game doesn't crash at all. Like, it's not crashing right now. We're running at speed 5. Yeah, so I have no idea what's causing it to crash. I guess I could go and look at there is a crash log that we could look at, but anyway. Deadly is the undergrowth. There can be no easy battles in the jungle, and I know to take advantage. My troops force the enemy down overgrown pathways. I ensnare them in mud and bushes, and thorns can do as much damage as my swords and spears. When night falls, the bodies are gone among fallen leaves. Jungle Stalker. Okay, that's kind of cool. Right. Especially as we're now our best commander, so it's nice to just randomly get a commander trait. New martial lifestyle perk. Grab Never Back Down. So lowers friendly casualties, just gives you advantage, and cast leader's trait experience, but it gets you closer to household guard, which increases your max number of knights. Which is very nice. Right. Go here. I've got a ton more money I can bring back, or loot I can bring back. Next one. Let's see here. Court Grandeur dropped. We're expecting it to drop because we have nothing that's, like, increasing it. So at some point we would love to not be tribal, because being a tribal king is quite difficult in terms of Court Grandeur, but You know, whatever. I guess we could try and get core artifacts, and that would help us. Be invited to a hunt. We'll think about that. Betrothed can marry. I must have set that up. Yes, I did. Okay. That's fine. Do I want to go on a hunt? My uncle has invited me to a hunt. I guess so. Yeah. I don't really have anything else going on, so I guess I should do that. It's a little dangerous to get there. What if I did this instead and this instead? Just to try and reduce the number of holdings we're going through. No, it still looks like I'm going through that holding, actually. Yeah. Well, unless it's the sea that's dangerous. I think it's that one that's dangerous, though. Is this not where we're going? Wait, I want to do this. And... yeah, okay. Yeah, so actually it did nothing there. Yeah, so it looks like we're going through here, but I don't think we are. Okay. Well, it's only slightly dangerous. Let's go. And back up here, and we'll pay attention to this. Where's our... oh, there we are. Right. We're off for a hunt. Head over here. Let's go. You know what? One thing I am thinking about, I'm still on this game crashing thing. And it's not something to make the game crash less, but something to make it so it's less impactful. Because autosaves don't seem to be taking very long, let's just do them every month. Wait, did I say it's not going to take place until I restart the game? What? Oh, some settings. No. Every month, please. That's fine. That'll work. Yeah. That should mean that even if we crash, we're only losing a month. Wildflowers. My uncle would like to look at nature. We say we're here to hunt. My daughter has come of age. Ooh, she is very good at fighting. I don't believe that we are able to have her be a commander, though, right? No, martial is male only. If I was to reform it, could we reform that? No, because I'd need to have the female only, female preference, or equal law. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just not something that we can access right now. So though she's great at commanding armies, there's really no way for us to have her command an army. So I guess she's going to marry this person. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go with that. Okay. Still says I can designate a guardian for my son. I don't need to because I have a tutor who will automatically be his guardian. So that's fine. Right. Let's go. Okay, we're lying in wait, but we failed. Failed to capture the beast that we're after, but we gained the hunter trait, which is very nice. It's a little extra prowess. Okay. Cool. And then we get to head back, and the main benefit of heading back is that we get to go back to our capital for the first time, which means that we can get the lifestyle experience from going back there. I'm not going to kill the pigeon that, or the seagull that stole our food. We'll just let it live. Right. And we've arrived back home. Okay. Continue grabbing tons and tons and tons of loot. There's another 12 available to us. Let's head here. And then we'll head back with our huge, huge pile of loot. Let's just go there. It's the closest place. Right. Don't click the disband button. I'm only saying that because in my head I was like, oh, I should click the disband button. It's not sensible. I shouldn't do it. Okay. About to arrive back with a huge pile of money. Nice. Okay. Disband. What's this? Inspired person can be sponsored. You want to go to Southeast Asia. North, east, south, west, southeast. I think you're already there. I think you've managed to make it to Southeast Asia. Well done. You've already done your trip. Yeah. They probably mean like here-ish, but anyway. Let's see. Yeah. What we're gonna do? Inspired person can be sponsored. Do I want to spend money on it? I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. They could bring us an artifact, and artifacts can increase our court grandeur, so it's probably worth it. But let's start by just having a look at these guys. So you are getting there with me. If I send you a gift, you get 65 opinion. Let's do it. It's not a very expensive gift. -3. Okay. That's actually pretty good, because if we look at the things that are causing issues here, your powerful vassal's opinion of you is -0. Well, that's easy to find, so let's go here. Succession. Where's the change succession law button? That's my easiest way of finding out who your powerful vassals are. I don't know why I'm having trouble finding this button. Maybe I only have one succession. Oh, it's in because it's in laws, not in succession. Obviously, you'd put succession in laws, not in succession. Anyway, succession law. There we go. So here's our powerful vassals. This guy doesn't like me. I'm going to send him a gift. Okay. And then I'm going to send my other ones a gift as well. So you're going to get a gift. Why don't you like me, by the way? Below legitimacy expectations. I see. Send him a gift. Send him a gift. And send him a gift. Okay. So there's a good chunk of our money is just being spent on gifts. But that should change this. There we go. And he'll just become my vassal. How about you? Let's send you a gift. You'll be my vassal. Nice. How about you? No. But that's okay. Let's sway you for a little bit. Okay. So I've just expanded a huge amount. Great. I'm over my vassal limit, which is whatever. Oh yeah, and just to show you the thing I was talking about earlier, we're still at 5, even though we've got 4. Even though we've got this plus 12 here, because maximum vassal limit still hasn't changed. But yeah, this is good. So we've now got a huge amount more land. How are we looking in terms of expand the realm? We need to be 15 and we're currently at 14. So if I got that last bit of land, we would be fine. Is that the last one in the kingdom? No, there's some more for the kingdom down here, actually. I completely missed. You're at or above your vassal limit. -1,000! Okay, so there's a duchy here of Maluku. Do I hold anything in it? Oh, I directly hold this, so you now desire that then. Yeah. Raja Ampat. Okay. You can have Raja Ampat. That's fine. That doesn't fix my vassal limit issue, but it does mean that this guy loves me and he's a powerful vassal. I could create this duchy here. Yeah. Which I now hold directly. That's not going to change his opinion of me at all. But I could give that to my uncle. There we go. So we'll give him that. That fixes our vassal limit issue. So now I can go down here and I can look at these guys and say, anyone want to be my... Oh, but now I'm at my vassal limit? Oh. So I actually need to be one less than it for us to be able to get anyone. Okay. So what I need to do is build a building which increases my vassal limit. So in here, I'd have to upgrade to the point where I can actually increase my vassal limit. So that's the main limit. That's the main limit. The Cora yards. That's vassal limit. Okay, and it's at level 1 vassal limit. Okay. So we want to do that, but we're going to have to go and raid to do that. Wonderful. Well, let's do that then. Let's stick our rally point here. Oh, disband. Sorry. Raiders. Level of fame has went up. Hey, we're now illustrious, so we get some more knights. Now, I want to go and raid somewhere. Like over here, if there's somewhere weak enough. Maybe one of these ones over here? They're not really that weak. Yeah, I could also raid like nearby us here and then try and get some yeah, captives, but that might not be great. You? Ooh. Min is very weak up here. Yeah, I'm gonna send my raiders to Xinjiang. Okay. With the pillage intent or the capture intent? Let's send them with the capture intent. Let's do it. Right. And we're off. Okay. Wait for the army to get here. Can I not raid that, I guess? No? Okay. My bad. Sorry, you had dibs. My mistake. How about up here? How strong are you? You're strong enough. Scylla? Strong enough. Strong enough. That's all Scylla. Okay, army. Oh, how about this one? Not that strong. But there's nothing to raid. How about this place right here? Yeah, you could raid there. You're gonna head here then. Let's go. Not a lot of money we're making, but it's somewhere we can actually raid. Then, yeah, why don't you head here as well? Okay. I got attacked. I defeated them. Fire and blood. Oh, we got prisoners taken as well. The settlement of Pila, an important stronghold in Greater Kalilayan, has fallen to my raiders. Okay, I can ask for bounteous plunder, or we're taking enough already. Well, this because I'm compassionate, I don't want to do that, so I'm going to say we're taking enough already. Let's leave. Also, I think that might have improved my... Oh, this probably only improves in the jungle, right? Yeah. I was going to say it might have improved one of my fighting things, but it doesn't. So, there we go. Hey, I have a daughter who is, again, a good leader, but, you know, she also is our daughter, so can't do anything. So, instead, we're going to have to, yeah, marry her off. I think I didn't marry the last one matrilineally, I just realized. Daughter... Betrothed. Yeah. Break that betrothal. Hey, would you like to... reset to defaults? Marry my daughter matrilineally? Oh, okay. Right, I'm gonna have to find somebody to marry my daughter. Let's do the filter. Matrilineal. With an inheritable trait. There's nobody anymore. Okay. Just go for prowess. You're gonna marry this guy. That's an inheritable trait. Giant. There we go. Cool. Right. Our army's moving. Cool. Right. Let's send our army somewhere. Right, you. You're fairly weak. Yeah. Send you right there. Let's go. Okay. We have a daughter. Nice. We have a daughter who's sick. And we've landed. We've not managed to capture anyone yet. Let's go here. And we caught a prisoner. We can now ransom for 10 gold. Nice. How much have I got right? Oh, you're being attacked? Okay, I defeated them. This isn't jungle, is it? Oh, it is jungle. So that actually improved our jungle stuff. Very, 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 very slightly. Alright. Rites of passage. For who? My son. My son who's doing an intrigue thing. I don't know. Head shaving, maybe? Sure. Let's do it. Right. Heading over here. Also, there goes all the money we just made. My prisoner died. Wait, I had another prisoner? Well, I guess not anymore. How much do we have on us? 27. Need 67 to be happy to go back. Right, get into the water. It's fine. You notice how it hasn't crashed since I turned on the autosave to help us with crash, or to help us after it crashes? Just think that's very funny. Right. Head here. Let's go. Land here. Wait for the disembark penalty to wear off. Wait for the army to just leave, actually. There we go. Wait, are you a raider? You must be a raider. Okay, well. Head here. Grab what we can. Leave. Oh, they tried to catch us. Go to their capital. What's this? Pay ransom. Oh, I caught a prisoner and he wanted to pay the ransom already. Well, that's good. That's efficient. This one. Hail? We could potentially just recruit you. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to recruit that one as well. Here we go. Let's wait here. And... do I want to be friends with my vassal? Yeah, I'll say he has a certain charm. Captured some prisoners. Right, it's now time for you to head back to... here. There we go. That's fine. Both prisoners can be ransomed. Or actually, 2 of them can be ransomed. Let's get 20 for you. Mental break. I'll just take the stress. Ransom you as well. I got stressed because my friend died. You, we could potentially just recruit you. Yeah, we kind of just want a lot of people in our court still, so let's keep recruiting as many as we can. Right, let's go. And back home. Oh, I have enough now. In here, we want to get ourselves that. Let's go. It's gonna take 4 years to make. Call to war. I guess I'll accept. Where's my army? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's ready to just go to war, and I think we're ready to do that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.